You boosted Price up a lot in there. He must have a huge kind of ambitions, and you must think he's going to go on to do big things.
Well, I believe, you know, this is his biggest test to date. He's got to overcome John McDermott. John McDermott is one of the most underrated heavyweights in British boxing, and you know, John has got great ambition. So if Price does overcome John McDermott, yeah, I believe what I'm saying is true about him. I do think there's something special about him. I do think he's learning his trade right. But you know, all will be revealed on January the 21st.
How do you see the fight panning out?
Very interesting. I think John McDermott will put David Price under a lot of pressure. He will take him into places he hasn't been so far in the pro ranks, and we'll learn a lot more about. We don't need to learn anything about John McDermott. We know what John McDermott is, and we know John McDermott is a determined fighter and badly needs to win this fight. That's his desire. David Price still has to prove to us what I'm saying about him is right, or is it the normal Frank Maloney height?
You're putting on a real heavyweight showcase. I mean, is it your attempt to show the British public that actually there are some incredible fighters out there?
I think we've got some great heavyweights in Britain. It's just a matter of bringing them along right, a matter of being exposed to the British public. Heavyweights is something special. If the heavyweight division is doing well, the whole of boxing will do well, and that's my great belief. If you give good heavyweight fights, you'll get people coming back to boxing.
Why are people cultivating records? I mean, is it just literally to try and get to that big end prize, the money?
I think so, but you also get people in boxing who want to walk around with a fighter, put their arm around, go to the local pub saying, I look after this guy, he's had 20 fights, he's undefeated, he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. He might be in that little town, but bring him into the real world and let's see if he can fight.
What about the other fighters? I mean, we've spoken to Dylan a few times this year ahead of his fights. How good a prospect is he, and what could he go on to do?
Dylan is a very good young fighter. He's been brought along very cleverly, very careful. But at the moment, you know, again, I don't want to put pressure on Dylan and start shouting from the rooftop till a couple more fights, because he's in that transitional period, coming across from martial arts into boxing. Yeah. But what people forget is Dylan actually holds a win over the amateur that everyone's raving about, right, Joshua. So, you know, it's something I forgot to mention today at the press conference, but it's, you know, it's a very important win. So it shows to me he can fight, and he could be the next one coming along that pecking order.
Why was he frozen out, in your opinion? Do you think? Is it literally what they?
I think it's politics. It's politics. If you heard it from Danny Price. Yeah. If your face don't fit, you're not in the squad. And that, you know, probably Dylan's face didn't fit because he's a street boy from South London.
How are you going to keep fighters busy this year?
Giving them work. But a lot of the work's got to be done in the gym. You know, the fighting's the easy part. It's the gym work's the most important. If you want to be the best, you've got to prepare properly. You don't go to university and get a degree by just turning up and taking your exam. You have 3 years of hard work to get there. So it's the same with fighters. They've got to put the work in to get to the top. That's the most important thing. If you're unprepared, you're never going to get to the top.
You're expecting all of the Liverpudlians to come out and support David this weekend on the 21st?
I think there'll be a lot of Liverpudlians out there. I also think there'll be quite a few boys from London and Essex going up there. You know, it's one of the fights I think it's going to. It's caught the public's imagination.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.